Good morning, Salome. Good morning to our neighboring countries there. When I look at this study very quickly, will they resume or will they redo what we previously do yesterday? I finally realized late hours that what we create the content only 10 minutes be posted, and to me, my message is significant enough that we need for reassure for redo again. We need for push the message. We get different variables that we tackle, and I only see or hear one variable or almost two, but the rest of them not kind inside the business. So good morning, Tona. We just joined and we will repeat almost the same thing what we stated yesterday. We just not elaborate more on the introduction, but we go elaborate, go further, So again, now, our boy again, Taz Muslims the Savant, aka Bepeko, what it do, what's good, what's popping, what's papa lacking. We're not only the face of Salon, the face of the people there, and the face of the green, white, and blue. We come for chant down the news, the Rastaman we. Big up once more fire. We discussed about the Blue Stone yesterday. Well, I don't post the picture. I believe say you don't see understand do your research, investigate, let you back get the truth about minerals they are really lost in our country, and we'll get so many other minerals that we can lose. So I don't post them when I don't see though we continue for research. We all now students. They say you don't ever stop for learn. Even when you don't age, 18, 90, 100, you still they learn. You still they learn. Never late, and you're not going to ever stop for learn. Unless you block yourself. So go do a research. Another one I will discuss yesterday will not be introduction. The Nigerian artist, Curtis. When I know now, when I watch the media, when I go see what's in the take place, when I get that part to yesterday, we not want to hit again, But in Papa again, a fella, when I know the altercations there, what I be explained, 1972 will lead to 2023. When I go get it on the previous episode yesterday. That's when I go touch too much on. So now, we continue with Ukraine. We begin our variable stem, and then variable stem for complete stem, bullying, power struggle, also religious group stem, and also we can say no law, no order. No law, no order. Now, but then 4 variables that I will present yesterday, and we touch Ukraine, but I will repeat on small more about the counter offensives them where they take place around Bakhmut area, but also na Luhansk. Luhansk or Luhansk, how you pronounce them, it all depends to you. Counter attack. Where they see Russians they flee, also when they see heavily armored vehicles, they also they pull out. But at the end of the day, the neighbor fets, the fets. Now missiles there they send go inside. Missiles and the Russians and they use. Now that's in the pen part. The Ukrainians are now, then they're the ground tiggy one. And the counter-offensive, they help so far, they create, detriments at the Russians their own side. And the head of the Russians, the private army, again, Mr. Goshen, it stated yesterday also on the previous live that this could be a global tragedy for Russia. Because if you say Russia not get any chance for winning this war, and this guy at the head of the Russian private army, the leader, just like when you get a general. So if ain't talk, then talk there. Now you know what's going on, And don't forget, say again, Ukraine gets, missiles, so they go up to about 80 miles, radius, the distance, how far. They go about 80 miles, further. But the U.S. on their system with 155, miles range. Missiles are now going to go about 155 miles, the range itself, But make sure they reach inside Russia. For police out of the way. Adjust the week. I be there up yesterday, they work on things them, So big up to that. The work for continue. We're not for delay. And also, Melitopol, I know we discussed this yesterday, another city, Melitopol city, or near Melitopol city. Also attack that take place there by the Ukrainians, and they bombarded it heavily. But who side the bombard really they take place in Bakhmut? You know, they don't scatter Bakhmut this city here. This city, it will be wiped off very soon, you know, if that kind fire in the air they take place. You know, the only people that will remain in this city, Bakhmut, now the old people. They enter Wasi, they need to go outside. Now they then don't grow up, now they then sabi, now they then go die. They don't go outside. Old people then they tower, they get courage pass with the young one. You know, I wonder why. When I think about this talk, I was just telling you so. Old people then get courage pass with the young one. I wonder why. Now, Lowy continue. But anyway, Russia, they go see their own bully. Bully them. The second one again, a past struggle. Past struggle with Sudan. With Sudan. They say the life in limbo. That the statement is life in limbo. Al Jazeera or other news them, life in limbo. A power struggle country. What's in the people and states also. We not come for discourse all about Sudan. Just the important parts them. You know? What Hasmo thinks say will be meaningful to you. They say about 4 years now, not able to form or put down a civilian government. Up to now. 4 years. 4 years. You know? And it look like say, then generals there, this war with them fiscal inside Sudan are based on their own personal interests. What's in the people in the talk? You know, we get General Abdul Fattah, you know, SAF, the army itself for Sudan. There we get also General Mohammed Dangalo, RSF, Rapid Support Unit. You know, say this guy now, Mr. Mohammed Incorporator. Now, this guy don't feel like say, he don't level up. He don't level up. So him back one level up to the other general. Say not time. You know? So not based on your interests. Again, I repeat this yesterday. Maybe if Sudan be there at a whole, because now it divided, South and Sudan. If Sudan be there at a whole, it will be one of the biggest countries in Africa, a major geographical landscape, a major geopolitical landscape. Maybe some of them conflicts are not going to take place. Maybe, you know, but again, let me continue. You know, and the claim now, what's in the going at the media, what then two generals say they blame each other for, civilians and they get killed. Mr. Abdul Fattah, SAF, the army itself, and they blame the rapid support units, you know, for killing civilians. They say that then they attack civilians, them, personal attacks them, attack groups them, you know, or use the civilians their shield, etc., etc. You know? Well, RSF, they point finger also for SAF. But now the main thing, the main struggles are now inside the city. Because inside the capital city, people are trapped. They're not able to move or go to neighboring countries there. So, what I emphasized yesterday was banks that don't close. You don't get any aid in the city, no support system. Nobody not get cash in their hand, maybe only few. The price of goods, they go up. You know, you're not able to buy goods them easily now because all things don't escalate. People in the suffer and civilians are being targeted, you know, by the generals there. And that's to take place inside Sudan, you know. So, a very sad. Now, another important news for adding to this. They say terrorist groups them, they assist also, or countries them, major countries that will get interest. Maybe they assist some of the generals there for fight each other based on power and interest. Countries them. We be not identify them countries there on 2 weeks ago. Some of the episodes then 2 weeks ago. You know? But we get major countries there. Such as even Saudi Arabia blamed, NATO being blamed, France being blamed, etc. You know, but we don't go too deep into that. We just want to put some of the news that, you know, the power struggle, it happened and it's tough. People and they die, and this whole conflict again, it is around Darfur. When I know that Darfur, they can go do all them trainings them, all them terrorist groups them around Darfur. Even though the Russians, they can go train Africans them, or the US around Darfur. Well, at Darfur, now they create some of the nonsense things they have, so when I be the genesis, 4 years past struggle, forget a civilian government. Enough funny inside Sudan, enough funny. So, may they continue inside it, Inshallah, Allah will save some of them. Allah will rescue the country itself. Maybe them two generals say I need for go. They need for go, let the system start afresh. Now, let me continue on to the next religious groups them, or religion. We can say religion profiling. And this, they can discuss about Israel, another country when they tire with war, since the Genesis, since the Bible, since the Quran. The Israelites elect war. They elect war. But this war business what the Israelites elect, don't like take that word back. I don't go see them elect. This war, what they're so convicted by, I guess the no want history for repeat itself. What's happening inside Germany, for stay inside Germany, and that's not for repeat itself anymore. So they do all things for make sure say they arm and prevent any casualties for the future. Now in Israel and Palestine, so when I say Israel and Palestine, that about today, easy for lay down. Palestine, other people they move. And say this about always going to take place around Gaza. Air strikes and they take place. Air strikes them. Israelis and they want all them people there where they live around this neighboring place or this border area of Gaza. Say, una stay indoors. Because we they bombard, we they send missiles them for attack Palestine. Una for stay inside. Not get shocked or get knocked off by the missiles. Say, they don't want their own people there. But what's the claim now? What's Israel claim? Palestine them. Now they get terrorist groups them where they around their own perimeter for attack Israel. Now that's not the matter. Now that's not the case. Israel not gonna ever stop for accuse people them or countries them. Then don't they bombard other countries them for so long, or they fight with neighboring countries them for so long that Israel never done the wrong side. Now always then they're on the wrong side because they feel like say they're not the savior of the Middle East. They can't for pass on the message with Christianity and so many Muslims say they're around. That's what it look like. That's what it look like. This I put onto my own views, to my own perspective. That's what it look like. All the countries that were there around Israel, now Muslims them. They go to Egypt, Saudi Arabia. They go to Iran, Iraq, etc., Palestine, Pakistan, etc. If you're not there safe near Israel, even if you say we go safe near India, Muslims them could. But anyway, let me continue to talk. What's in the Prime Minister state? Israel and Prime Minister. What's his state? It says any strike against a people them, the enemies then go suffer the casualty with a heavy price. Any killing of their own citizens them, the enemies that will create their casualties there, then go suffer a heavy price. And I want to reflect to my mind, say also Israel then gets one of the best spy system in the world. Then pass the CIA. The CIA they pa picking business, yeah. Israel then they top notch. We come also then biometrical. We're not so biometrical, but we can say, then weapons there for mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction. Not so today Israel begin play with 10 things there. But then they announce some. They inside Tiggy one. Well, Israel not a country for play with so. Not a country for play with. They get an alliance with NATO. Another thing, another conflict in the Middle East. Another, conflict of interest. They align or alliance with NATO. Say NATO they pull with 10 countries there in the Middle East. Based on religious aspects them. Interests them. Muslim and Christianity. And that's really they go on inside Israel in this activity with Palestine. Now, the major blame, or the finger beginning points to Iran. Iran. They say Iran, and they supply all them criminals there, them bandits there, them terrorists there, for the bombard Israel. They say that Iran, they supply weapons to them, missiles to them, etc., etc. Well, only Allah knows. So, what's it, the Israelis, or the Israelites, them prime minister states also, they say, what people when they die, the enemies they are can celebrate. What then they mourn the young people them, that they tend then they pack gladly. Because not also Germany then kill, but not civilians then kill. And the enemies there can gladly for kill civilians. What's in the prime minister state? So when I allow to consider and think of all the things there, and again, I got for reiterate on this, all what I can prescribe or present to now, something who for relate or use as a precedent for salute. Something who for learn from. Something that happen, you watch up, you listen, you learn from their own mistakes. So it's not going to happen to we. Or inside our own country. Now, all them things say I would hope for, So while people and they die, other people and they celebrate. And the people that are working suffer the casualties at large, always not the people No, we go to the next. Israelites them, they're not going to ever done. From Samson Goliath in time up till now. No law, no order. No law, no order will be the next variable, the fourth variable. This could be the last variable, Haiti. Inside Haiti. Well, the God make what I talk yesterday, I remember, because I been left what I say yesterday. For me don't make una smile and laugh small. Asians, them, that I'm back. So I go use this word here back. Some person go ask, Charles, but what's in a buck? What's in a buck? They don't go out of rampage. The Asians. This war or this conflict where they take place inside Haiti, that gangster business. That gangs upon gangs. That gang battle. Area versus another area. We're not in one section, we're not for going to the other section. If you're in one area, you're not for kind of the other area. And what's in the poor inside Haiti, not just guns from custom. The Haiti or the Asian people in the complaint said they're not able to pull nothing out of custom because custom too expensive. And the rules and the policies there tell you to pull even a single pin, it's tough. But every day, a lot of guns they enter Haiti. Well, them politicians here, now they don't start this conflict here relating to power, based on power. At first, they begin to incorporate then gangsters there. 2021, they assassinate the interim president of Haiti. We're just coincide. We just win election. They assassinate him. Since then, do not get any system, no government. No government at all inside Haiti. And the gangsters say the authorities they protect them. But the gangsters they get beefy when they take place among themselves. At times they can loot, they can kidnap, or they can even attack, authority personnel still. So this don't create a major conflict inside Haiti. Then Flag Day a few days ago, this conflict overshadowed the Flag Day. They'll not be able to celebrate that. They'll not be able to celebrate the Flag Day at all. Because then conflicts they are personally able to get sleep. So now what's the people they do? The people they say, the gangsters then, no they give them peace. The authorities then also, no they help for, bring about peace. So the civilians and now the people there don't take also the law to their own hand. Any groups where they notice, they know so una gangster them, una so and so, they begin to capture them one by one. If they're able to assassinate them, they assassinate them. Some then they go burn them. Some then they go beat you so they can kill you. Whatsoever way where you don't see they can kill more man. And so the depart do the gangster in Haiti. They say because them back no respect, the law. No law, no order. All man they about your own thing. All man they about your own thing. Civilians, all machetes them, all cutlass them, the gangsters them, the old guns them, the policeman them, soldier man them, all guns them. Well, I issue what the world they laugh at right now. Because Haiti, it don't say. And then countries they are, not for the face them struggles there. Especially when they near the first world country, the United States. Haiti not too far from Florida. Trinidad not too far from Florida. Jamaica not too far from Florida. Cuba again not too far from Florida. But the only two they come up from the States, where they go to them countries they are, now heavy guns and drugs. Also for scatter we people them. Because the Asians say now we people them. They're not different from you with you in Africa. The same way how they live life inside Haiti, and the same way they live also inside Africa there. Now we people them. Same thing, same old thing. Same thing with the Jamaicans them. They just know when they far apart. But now the same lifestyle, same old thing. Nothing not different from me and you and the Jamaicans and the whole the Asians them. So now remember that and again, no law, no order. No government, no system. Major chaos for Haiti. Let God save Haiti. Let Allah help Haiti. Because they need them. Well, like this, I will point out small. We don't want what's to take place so inside Haiti for inside alone. As State yesterday say, some of we will not want old guns them again. We not want church weapons themselves. With the fear and things there. And things there go lead me to temptation. And when it lead me to temptation just now, so man, be fearful with the business. So man, be fearful with the business. So when they pray to Allah, let conflict say out, then things cannot take place inside salon. Because Boku no want time, Boku no want old weapon, Boku no want defend himself, Boku just to look for peace. Now peace we want, now peace we the hope for, now peace we the pray for. Big up to that. Now, boy again tells Muslims the servant, aka Bepeko, the face of Salon, the face of the people, and the face of the grey, white, and blue. Una stay blessed. Stay blessed.